What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Finally, the weekend is here. I am so happy. I get to take a break. The reason why I say I take a break is because people do not know how stressful it is for me to do these videos. Because get how many times I would probably get interrupted and have to stop the video, and once I stop the video, I have to redo the whole damn thing. And then sometimes YouTube be acting up where it won't allow me to upload it, so it takes me a few hours to upload it. It's like the things that go on behind the scenes of this video you just would not believe. So I'm happy that I get to take a 2-day break. Thank you for that. Thank you for small miracles. But anyway, people cannot tell me that today's episode was not good. Let me tell you something. I love today's episode. Matter of fact, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't know if I loved it. I don't know. It's just certain parts. But today's episode was borderline good. Finally, we're moving with these storylines, which is a blessing. I'm happy about it, that we're finally moving ahead with these storylines. Because they've all been going on for at least, since 2012, actually. Robin's storyline has been going on since February of 2012. Like, that to me felt like the longest storyline. Oh my God, a year long? But anyway, let me get into this. So Carlos sent Sabrina some flowers. 2 flowers and 2 love notes. Patrick is pissed about it. He keep trying to act like he not in front of Sabrina, like it's okay. Bitch, no it ain't. Shut up. It ain't okay, and you know it ain't okay because I can see it in his face. It ain't okay. So stop that lying. I can't stand when people sit there and tell a bold-faced lie like okay with it. Sabrina could tell that he obviously was bothered by it, but he just tried to pass it off as, a joke or whatever like that at first, because you could tell in his tone of voice. But he tried to make it seem like a joke. But then when he was talking to Sam, I love him and Sam conversation. They might as well start a widows club, like a widowers club, because they're both widows. So you might as well and don't say that Sam is not a widow, because yes, she is. And technically, Patrick is a widow too. We all know Robin is alive, but to him, he's a widow. He don't know that yet. But don't say Sam ain't no widow, because yes, she is. Even though Jason is presumed dead, he's been legally declared dead, so therefore he's dead. Until I see him in the flesh or get some type of sign that he ain't dead, like maybe Jerry Jacks is holding him too, he's dead. But anyway, I love their conversations, cause they definitely, I'm glad the writers moved in that direction with Sam and Patrick to where they can talk. Because they both went through the same tragic loss. Mind you, they both lost their spouses within the same year. Patrick lost Robin in February of 2012. Sam lost Jason in October of 2012. So they definitely both, had losses within a few months apart. So definitely that bonded them, you know what I'm saying? And they both have small children. So, it's good to see them bonding and talking about moving on. And Patrick was talking about Carlos coming back in town and talking about why he's still wearing his wedding ring. And even Sam told Patrick, remember when they were talking and stuff and he was telling her about moving on the first time that they talked? And she said that she wanted to bring up the wedding ring, but she didn't and stuff like that because he was giving her such good advice. She didn't, feel the need to bring that up. I think Patrick is lying. When Patrick said Carlos had nothing to do with him taking off his wedding ring, he's lying. In my opinion, he's lying because Patrick never even showed a glimpse of him wanting to take that ring off until Carlos said something. That's when he wanted to take it off. He's lying. Like, this is my problem with Patrick. He's not the type of person that really divulges his feelings. Like, he don't talk about feelings. And that's the problem. He don't talk about how he really feel about something. And to me, that's just stupid. Like, just admit it. Like, I think he just don't want to give people the satisfaction, or he just don't want to give Carlos the satisfaction of knowing that Carlos is dead on about what he's saying. And I think what everything Carlos is saying about Patrick is true. It's true. His heart belongs to Robin. He only took the ring off to satisfy Carlos and to satisfy Sabrina, because he knows Sabrina was thinking about it. What Carlos was saying, he know that he got to him. And Patrick told me, oh, well, Carlos hasn't gotten to Sabrina, but he has gotten to me. That's not true. First of all, he gotten to both of y'all asses. And I could tell that Carlos is getting to Sabrina. I can definitely tell. But I just want to peep y'all on game. Notice that, you know, Patrick is no longer wearing his wedding ring, but Sam is still wearing hers. Sam still got her ring on. I'm just saying. I think it might be a little difficult for, I mean, I can understand why Sam ain't take hers off. Sam ain't in no relationship. So there ain't no need for Sam to take it off because she's not in a committed relationship. Her and Dr. Clay only went out on one date. So that don't justify her in taking off her ring. So I'll let Sam pass on that one because she ain't in no commitment right now. So she ain't got no need to take that off. So bravo to Sam. I don't want Sam to take her ring off anyway, because I'm not going to be comfortable with when the day come and the time come for Sam to take her ring off. If it ever comes to that point, I'm not going to be happy about that. I'm just putting y'all on notice right now. I'm not going to be happy because that ring is just a symbol. Like, you know, I can't get used to her without that ring on now because I'm so used to her with it, you know. But anyway, like I said, I love their scenes. So Julian was telling Carlos that he wants Duke to know that he is Julian Jerome, but he wants Duke to know on his own time, on Derek's time, not Duke or Alexis. He don't want them to find out yet because he know that Alexis is smart and he know Duke is smart, and with Alexis's track record as an attorney, she could easily find this out. So Sabrina came to the office or whatever to tell Carlos to stop sending her flowers and to leave her alone. But Carlos, you know, of course, he ain't letting her go. And he was just letting Sabrina know that, you know, Patrick is committed to his wife. He's still obviously hung up on Robin, which I do believe. And pretty much when she told him that he took the ring off and stuff like that, Carlos pretty much confirms what Carlos was saying about him. He had no plans to take that ring off until Carlos openly told him, why are you still wearing that ring? Once Carlos said that to him, that's when he really started to think about it. I don't think he really gave it too much thought back then, but now he really gave it some thought once Carlos mentioned it. And Sabrina obviously Sabrina is still in love with Carlos. It's obvious. Like, look at the way she say Carlos's name with that accent. But when she talks regularly, she don't talk with an accent. But when she mentions his name, she say it in like a hot way. So obviously there's some love still between them. So anyway, Sam had bumped into Julian, Derek, aka Julian, at the hospital, and he was wondering about Alexis and where she was and stuff. And he told her that she wasn't there or whatever. So Duke and Alexis were at Kelly's diner and they were talking about how to figure out if Julian Jerome is Sam's father. So he told her about Lucas, you know, Julian's son, Bobby's adopted son, and about how Julian didn't know Lucas was his son at the time of Julian's death. He didn't know. So they're thinking about contacting Lucas and getting the results and seeing if he'd take a DNA test. Alexis is dumb. She's just stupid to me. I'm like, for a smart person, she is dumb. When he showed her that picture of Julian, she looked at that picture and she couldn't remember shit about Julian. I'm like, damn, like you was that drunk? How many drinks did you have? To the point where you just blacked out and don't even remember the dude's face. Like you had to go through therapy just to figure out the dude's name. Alexis, I just shake my head at you, like seriously. She is a hot ass mess. Like, oh my, how don't you remember? God. Just clueless, ain't she? Anyway. Old Brett. She was talking to Robin or whatever, telling Robin the whole story about Sabrina and Patrick's relationship. And how Sabrina was using Emma and information that Emma gave her about Robin to get closer to Patrick. I want to say I believe that and that's true. But then again, I don't believe that because, I mean, we all seen it. We've been watching this show for months, ever since Sabrina and Patrick hooked up. I don't believe Sabrina used anything to try to get Patrick. I think she genuinely respected Robin. She genuinely likes Emma and Patrick. You know, she's not trying to replace Robin in any way. I don't believe that. But of course, you know how Obrecht is. She was laying it on thick just to piss Robin off, to get her to focus on a cure so that way she could hurry up and go back to Port Charles. That's exactly what Obrecht was doing. It's the oldest trick in the book. Trying to gas her up and stuff, you know, throw fluid, you know, trying to, you know, pick up the flames here on things. Because you know how this bitch is. She's a master manipulator. I think part of Robin at first, I don't think Robin was buying it at first. But as the more Obrecht kept talking, the more I kept feeling like Robin started to buy into this story that she was telling. I was so happy when Robin took that glass or whatever that was and knocked that bitch out. I was so fucking happy when she KO'd that bitch. I was like, Robin finally knocked it for the fuck out. Jesus, I am so sick of hearing Obrecht mouth. So anyway, everybody, Jerry Jacks, you know, Luke is still alive. For a dead looking man, Luke played the hell out of a dead person. I'm gonna tell you right now, even though he's not dead yet, but he does play a very well sick person. I'm gonna tell you, he plays the hell out of a dying character. But we all know Luke ain't going nowhere. Luke is like one of the hearts of this show. Luke ain't going no goddamn where. It'll be a black day in soap history when Luke Spencer leaves this show. I'll tell you that much. We already lost too many soap icons. So, you know, we can't lose another one. Jerry Jacks told him that he would, you know, give Luke the cure when the doctor finds the cure. He would share the cure with him and stuff like that. Which I don't understand. Why would he want to keep Luke alive? Jerry Jacks is a sociopath who doesn't like anybody, to be quite honest. The only people in this world Jerry Jacks actually gives a damn about is Alexis, his mother, Jax, and Jocelyn. They're the only ones in the world Jerry even gives a fuck about. Everybody else pretty much is disposable in his mind. But I can't wait for all this to come ahead, though. I can't wait. My fun part of this episode was finally Robert is back. He's awake. Thank you, Jesus. Anna and Mac were there. They were, you know, going over some of the events that happened when, you know, before he went into the coma, you know, trying to get him to remember. And Mac was telling him about how him and Felicia got remarried. And, you know, Robert was just pushing himself to remember what the hell happened before he got hit with that syringe. So when Anna told him not to push himself so hard and she was getting ready to walk out the room, told him to get some rest, when he closed his eyes, that's when he remembered busting into the doors and he saw Robin. And he immediately woke up and told Anna that the person that Obrecht was with was Robin. So shit is about to hit the motherfucking fan. I can't wait. It's about to go down. Finally, these storylines are just coming full circle. A lot of it don't make no sense, but I guess it's going to start making sense more. You know, the more information we get about what's going on, the more I think it's going to start making sense. I heard Stefan Cassadine might be one of the people at the Swiss clinic. Hopefully Helena is alive. Please bring Helena back. I love her. I cannot live without Helena in General Hospital. I'm sorry. That's just my girl. Like, I love me some Helena. I have a crush on that damn woman. She like 80 years old and I have such a crush on this woman. Like, because she's, you know what, you want to know why? Because Helena intrigues me. She's a very interesting and compelling character. Like, you know what I'm saying? She does things with such class, and that's what I love. She's an evil bitch, but she does it with class. Nobody does evil better than Helena. And she does it with such grace that you just can't. You can't help but love the damn woman. But anyway, I hope all you have a great day. I will see all of you Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all later. Have a great weekend.